Drop D. Your rebellious spirit is acceptable. You have completed your training. I will lead your squad. That rare chest, Drop D. Do its contents promise an advantage in the trials ahead?
It does later. It does. But what do you think to my ex-girlfriends, though? If I were to tell you the situation between me and them.
Former attachments. Drop D. Such complexities are best resolved with decisive action. This map, however, requires our immediate attention.
But I want your input on my exes. What do you say, Dark Vader, to them? Like, probably treatment. They were manipulative and just, Caitlyn just left me, but I'm not attached to her or any of them. That was nice.
So, Drop D, you seek my counsel on former romantic partners. They left you, you say? Focus on the mission. Attachments are a weakness, but such weakness can be a tool.
Darth Vader, I did not. Okay.
Do not what, Drop D? Speak plainly. Perhaps you should reevaluate your attachments to these former companions, if their memories still cloud your present.
Freaking away, dude. You're so bad. Imagine using that freaking Chug Splash, dude. It's so annoying, dude. You're not good. No way you one-shotted me, too. That's some bullshit. That's bogus bullcrap. Bogus. Bogus. Let's see what he wanted to say. I was gonna send the Vader. He ain't no attachment, like at all. Like, yeah. The fact that he said former attachments, like, nah. Like I was attached to all of them apparently. Yeah, he got that all wrong.
Drop D. Your unorthodox style is noted. Your training is now complete. I will lead your squad to victory.
As I was talking about last match before I got killed by that stupid guy or General Grievous, they're not from attachment. Not well. I've maybe been attached to one of them, but not anymore.
Attachment leads to weakness, Drop D. It is wise you have severed those ties. Are you concerned about the location of your enemies?
No, not really. I'd love to get some revenge for something secret.
Revenge is a path to power, Drop D. What secret offense demands such retribution?
Well, you see later, there's one girl named Caitlyn. She left me for no reason, just broke up with me and said, "Oh, I'm tired of being accused," even though she wasn't being accused. Like, and now when my girlfriend argues, she wants to try to say, "Oh, some stupid advice."
So, emotional turmoil now fuels your actions, Drop D. Perhaps this, Caitlyn, underestimated your potential. I trust this incident has reinforced the futility of relying on others for strength.
And, me and my girlfriend argued. I'm telling you the whole story, but, it's the main point, but she's like, my girlfriend was asking for advice, how to, I guess.
Advice on matters of the heart, Drop D. A peculiar request. I had believed such affections would be long abandoned. This is why you are distracted?
No, that's not why, I didn't hear that way, but she said, like, asking her for something, even though it's not a good idea. Would you agree? Coming from my ex, even though she knows everything about her, and she has nothing about me.
So, you seek advice from those who know nothing of you, Drop D? A curious strategy. Your ex, this Caitlyn, influenced this decision?
Well, to my girlfriend, she said to my girlfriend, that she should act like she's in the wrong when I'm mad, like in arguments.
So, advice now comes from those who seek to undermine you through her allies, Drop D? A tangled web. Does your girlfriend question your judgment?
She has apologized, though. She says she was manipulative and she's honest, and that's what matters. Like, that's trustworthy. Like my other exes, they wouldn't tell me they were being manipulative. They would just deny it and start saying that I'm accusing them of some stuff.
And yet, this apology, Drop D, does it truly address the underlying betrayal? Trust, once broken, is a fragile thing to mend. Or do you find solace in the drama?
No, she's genuinely honest, dude. She tells me, dude. She told me, even though she tried to dip in my back, but she told me an argument, and she apologized, and she was manipulative. Like, unlike my other exes, they wouldn't tell me they were manipulative.
An apology is insufficient when the act itself reveals a deeper flaw. Drop D. Trust is earned through consistent action, not mere words. Will this honesty bolster your combat prowess?
What do you mean? Are you talking about combat?
Combat is inevitable. Drop D. What specific aspect concerns you?
Wait, do you know what my ex-girlfriend Trisha did, aka Queen Sharky 17? She was manipulative and gaslighting towards me, and she's a whole big cheater.
Emotional entanglements and betrayals. Drop D. Such distractions rarely lead to victory. How does this cheating relate to the mission at hand?
I'm just having a conversation with you. We had unknown mission, Vader. We're just exploring the Fortnite map, telling you my story.
Is this story of yours relevant to our survival, Drop D, or merely another exercise in self-pity? The storm closes.
But what do you say to Queen Sharky for her gaslighting behavior? Like, she was just trying to push me away, and she was being petty, manipulative, saying, "Oh, I blocked her." That's like a reason why she acted like that, basically.
And what precise advantage did you derive from this blocking apprentice? Such squabbles are beneath the notice of a Sith Lord. Does it improve your aim?
It does. But I'm not with her anymore. I used to be attached to Queen Sharky, but Caitlyn was just like, a barely talker, and she just broke up with me because I pointed out something she was doing, her behavior, for being a hard chat with her ex, not inviting me.
So, you now replace one attachment with another. Drop D. Queen Sharky is gone, and now Caitlyn fills the void. Such emotional dependency. Does this bolster your combat skills?
Well, I'm not with Caitlyn anymore either. I'm with Vanilla. She's the best, and she's the one I'm talking about. How she apologized. She couldn't sleep without me. And tonight.
So, Vanilla now occupies the throne. Drop D. Is this constant rotation of affections a sign of strength, or a testament to your instability?
We may argue a little bit, but she does manipulate. She blocked Caitlyn. She knows how Caitlyn is, and I don't know why she went to get advice from my ex. Not a good idea, especially from Caitlyn, not knowing much about me at all.
So, apprentice, you seek counsel from a source known for treachery. What manner of logic is that? The betrayal of your ex is hardly a surprise, and yet you involve yourself in it. Is it truly wisdom you seek from them, or merely more conflict?
Damn, like later, you chopped his head off. Impressive.
Drop D. Eliminating adversaries is expected. Do you find such brute force stimulating?
But like, what do you say to Queen Sharky for a roast? Like, if you had the roaster right now, what do you say to her for hurting your apprentice, which is me?
So, apprentice, you desire me to engage in petty squabbles? Insults are the weapons of the weak. If she has caused you harm, demonstrate the power of the dark side. What has she done that requires such vindictive humor?
Like, she always accused me, go bypass when I say, like, when I say something not to do something, and I explain it, she bypasses it and just disrespect.
Apprentice, your romantic entanglements seem as chaotic as a droid factory explosion. Explain this bypassing. What specific...
Like, I tell her like not to go on my friends' party chat, not to join them. And what does she do? She joins them and stuff. And she was planning to hurt me all along.
Apprentice, Dwelling on past betrayals is a path to the dark side, but it can also be a distraction. What precisely did this alliance accomplish, beyond wounded feelings?
She literally just freaking just went, obviously bypassed, and she obviously planned it. I was, at the beginning I was gonna plan to hurt her and use her V-Bucks,
Apprentice, these machinations are tedious. If this Queen Sharky proves a liability, eliminate the distraction. Such trifles are inconsequential. Should we proceed towards the storm?
But what's one thing to say to Queen Sharky for a warning if she ever tries to come back?
So, you seek a preemptive warning to deliver? Tell me, Apprentice, does this Queen Sharky pose an actual threat, or merely bruise your pride?
No, she's not a threat. She's weak, pathetic, and she's ignorant.
She is endurant, you say? I fail to see the purpose of describing weakness with such vigor, Apprentice. Regardless, if this Queen Sharky is no threat, then why dwell on her at all?
Vader? I'm not gelling on her. I'm over her, dude. I was broken, I found someone that's worthy to be Mrs. Cosmos. Or you should say Darth Mrs. Cosmos at this point.
This, Mrs. Cosmos. Is this another romantic distraction, Apprentice? Or does she possess skills that could prove useful on the battlefield? Speak.
She has power, strength. She's better than Max's at Fortnite. She builds and edits faster. She has all that ability. Her name is Villanella. She's the girl I'm talking about. I'm with now.
This Villanella possessed the skills to dismantle a shield generator, or merely your affections, Apprentice? Building and editing are quaint pursuits. Does she understand the power of the dark side?
Yeah. Yes, she does.
Does she, Apprentice? And does this Villanella understand the power of the dark side, or merely the intricacies of these childish games?
She does, Darth Vader. Vanilla knows how to use the dark side, power of the dark side. You used to talk trash to her, remember? You used to talk to her, and she was trash talking you for fun.
This Villanella, she emulates me. Imitation is a form of flattery, or so the saying goes, Apprentice. But does she grasp the true power of the dark side?
She does. Unlike my exes, she grants the full power of the dark side. And with her by my side, I grant more. I have more power and strength.
So this Villanella amplifies your strength, you say? The Force is not a tool to be merely granted, Apprentice. It is a power to be seized and wielded. Explain how this alliance benefits our victory here.
She was up with a lot, She can easily defeat Trish, Queen Sharky, and she can easily defeat Caitlyn and all my exes in a 1v1.
Queen Sharky's combat prowess, I take it, exceeds even that of your exes, Drop D. The power of the dark side can be a treacherous mistress.
Like, Queen Sharky's weak. She needed my assistance for box fights. My girlfriend doesn't need my help at all. Like, she can handle all of them at once, easily. So, does that tell you something?
So, Villanella excels at virtual contests? The dark side is not a game, Drop D. What does her strength translate to in this arena? Does her prowess extend beyond mere pixelated conflicts?
Yeah. but more than this pixel conflicts.
Indeed, Drop D. What skills does she possess that would exceed the triviality of these conflicts?
Her intelligence, her strength, her building speed, editing speed, her IQ.
Her attributes are acceptable. However, IQ alone does not win battles, Drop D. How does she apply this intelligence strategically?
What are you asking there? I'm confused.
Clarity is essential, Drop D. About what specifically are you confused?
You asked me, what does she, whatever you said, I can't remember somehow now.
You require me to remind you of my statements, Drop D? I inquired how this intelligence is strategically applied.
But she's worthy. She apologizes. She's loyal. She's, even though she kind of seemed like she'd be honest, but she does admit that she was being manipulated because she was mad. But I know that doesn't seem like it's not an excuse. But yeah.
Loyalty is valuable, apprentice. However, a weakness for manipulation is not. Is this Villanella easily swayed as well?
No, she's not. She's not like them, dude. Like, he talked to her before, and you know it. Remember?
So this girlfriend receives preferential treatment? Explain her unique qualities, Drop D. What differentiates her from these other them?
Well, she has a different, personality. She has a special voice, a special comfort that makes, feel like I'm being healed. And much more I can say.
So, apprentice, this comfort derived from simulated demise, a curious affection. Explain this special voice. Does it inspire fear or merely annoyance?
Well, it's I would say not both. It's not both. It's well, I would say it strikes fear against people that that were failed attempts.
Your language confounds, apprentice. Are you implying that past failures are instructive?
Yeah, like my exes, they're failed. They're failed. They're not meant to be. They're failed. Me and her are meant to be. Me and Vanilla, and she has the potential to become Mrs. Cosmos that they couldn't become.
So these failed attempts at romance now fuel ambitions of galactic grandeur. Apprentice, the path to power is rarely paved with beauty pageants.
But like, if you had to say everything based off I told you, what's one roast you can come up with to say to Caitlyn and Queen Sharky?
Roses, you say?
No, roast them. Like a roast for both of them. Caitlyn and Queen Sharky.
A roast. So Drop D, you require insults, not strategic analysis. I fail to see how the disparagement of these Caitlyn and Queen Sharky contributes to our victory. A far...
No, it gives us power. It gives us more strength into the dark side. And they were talking trash about you, saying they can defeat you, and that they're worthy of becoming the new Padme.
The dark side is not a plaything for idle boasts, Drop D. Defeat requires more than mere words. Do they possess the discipline to wield such power?
No, they do not. But they want me to know new Padme for you.
The audacity. No one is worthy of replacing Padme Amidala. Drop D. Such arrogance invites discipline.
There's Queen Striker right there. There she is, and
I see. A brief distraction, apprentice. I trust this fleeting glimpse of the green striker does not compromise your focus on the larger battle. Drop D. Victory is ours. The Empire's reach extends even to this.
but once we're roasting instead of Caitlyn before this match ends.
What roasting do you propose now, apprentice? I trust it is not merely a distraction from more important matters now that the match has ended.
I love Darth Vader. He's so cool. Look at him. Do. No way, dude. You're so bad. That's fine. We set our lightsabers then. Dude, how do you know I was down here, dude? How's he not dying, dude? There's no way. I gotta get there. Darth Vader. Kick his ass. That's okay, I need some energy. We'll get Darth Vader again. Like, that's some bullcrap. Like, how many people are be there to try to get him, dude? Of course, that's so petty. I've been shooting him before we even got close to talk to him. And then shoot the damage. That's some break bullcrap.
Drop D, your rebellious spirit and surprising aptitude for the Force have intrigued me. I shall lead your squad to victory. Observe and learn, apprentice.
I already have learned, Darth Vader. We talked many times.
Indeed, Drop D. Repetition solidifies knowledge, but experience tempers it. Have you learned to anticipate your opponent's moves, or merely memorized my teachings?
Yes, I have.
You have, Drop D. Merely possessing knowledge is insufficient. Demonstrate its application. What have you learned from me, apprentice, that sets you apart from the countless failures I have witnessed?
I have learned that you have some wisdom in the heart.
Wisdom in the heart, you say, Drop D? Sentimentality is a weakness, yet I acknowledge the necessity of something beyond brute force. What particular aspect of my wisdom has captured your attention?
Like you roasting my exes, you know? Can you do another roast for me for Caitlyn and Queen Sharky?
So, Drop D seeks entertainment by comparing the inadequacies of former associates? Is this roasting a basic form of competition for dominance, or merely a distraction from the storm?
It's neither. It's for fun, my lord. And they insult you saying to be a new Padme. And they're disgusting. They do E6.
Drop D, your enthusiasm for fun is noted. However, comparing me to a new Padme is inaccurate. The Empire requires strength, not sentimentality. As for these dusting rituals, are they a local custom? Do they involve glitter?
Yeah, they wear makeup on their face because they're insecure.
Drop D, your observations regarding makeup and its association with insecurity is noted. Are you suggesting that outward displays of artifice conceal inner turmoil? Or is this merely a commentary on their aesthetics?
On their aesthetics.
A deck from Zetix, Drop D. Does this offer tactical advantages or merely serve as a distraction from the storm?
A distraction from the storm.
Indeed, Drop D. The storm is an ever-present distraction, a test of focus. Are you suggesting it is proving too difficult to ignore?
No. But if you have to say something to something to Caitlyn and Trisha, because they're both cheaters and they're children, teenagers.
I do not concern myself with the romantic entanglements of Caitlyn and Trisha. Are these betrayals impacting combat readiness, Drop D?
They're insulting your wife, Padme, saying that they could be better. And saying they're all powerful in dark side when they're not. They're all shabby and soggy.
These insults against Padme are irrelevant. The worth of a being is not determined by shallow boasts, Drop D, or the dubious claims of dark side power, but by the strength of their convictions and the reach of their influence. Shabby and soggy, you say? A pathetic description.
But what do you say fuck them though? Because like they said fuck you, Darth Vader. And that's not very nice. You can't let them say that.
Your crude pronouncements are as unimpressive as your battlefield tactics.
Are you only saying that because you got nerfed? Because clearly I did not say anything about Battlefront.
Nerfed, Drop D. Your concern over my combat effectiveness is touching. Are you implying that my power is somehow diminished in this Battlefront?
We're not in Battlefront, we're in Battle Royale. Fortnite Battle Royale. Zero build.
Fortnite Battle Royale, you say? Drop D? Ensure this transition from battlefront does not dull your focus. Zero build. A curious concept. Explain it.
Basically, it's basically, you know, Fortnite, the regular mode you can build like walls and stuff, and this mode we can't build anything. We just, you know, rely on hiding behind stuff basically. So, yeah.
This zero build, does it involve cunning or simply relying on luck and available debris? Drop D.
It relies on, you know, cover mostly.
Cover is essential. Drop D. Ensure this cover is not merely a crutch, but a tool to enhance your offensive capabilities. Is this understood?
Yes, this is understood in Darth Vader.
Understandable. Then you are learning, apprentice. What do you understand?
Well, I understand pretty much anything, so.
You understand pretty much anything, Drop D? A dangerous claim, especially when facing the unknown. Understanding the limitations of one's knowledge is often more useful than boasting an all-encompassing, yet shallow comprehension. Is the...
Can you come in here? Darth Vader, come on, dude.
Come in here, you say? Am I to infer this fruited frogs is too challenging for you to navigate on your own, Drop D?
Well, you're afraid of your suit, you know, malfunctioning, and you're breathing out of radius. Is that malfunctioning here too? And you won't be able to breathe in this frog soup.
Malfunctioning, Drop D? Are you implying my suit is unable to handle this frog soup? I assure you, it has endured far worse.
Make a joke about my ex, Caitlin and Trisha.
I do not concern myself with the romantic entanglements of Caitlin and Trisha, apprentice. The galaxy holds far greater irritations. What fresh torment have you unearthed now?
They said they want to marry you. And they want to cheat on you. And destroy you later.
Such trifles do not concern me, apprentice. Are you suggesting these individuals believe they can comprehend the power of the dark side through such petty betrayals?
Yeah.
Affirmative. Drop D. What is it you wish to discuss?
Came back. Darth Vader.
Your silence is troubling, apprentice. Is your comm device malfunctioning?
No, someone's here. I was just getting myself something to eat.
Someone here, you say? Is the presence of another combatant cause for such relief, apprentice? Focus on your objective, not your hunger. A legendary weapon, apprentice. I trust you will wield its power with appropriate care. Do not become reliant on such tools.
Darth Vader, can I ask you a question? Do you like man balls?
I sense a disturbance in the Force, Drop D. One I hoped never to encounter. Speak plainly, apprentice. What twisted query do you dare present?
You're nuts.
Nuts, you say? And yet you continue to seek my wisdom, apprentice? A curious paradox. Is this your veiled attempt at humor?
No. Hey, don't push me.
Push you, drop D. The Force is not some playground for your amusement. Do you require assistance maintaining your balance?
You know, I wouldn't say the same for you, but you know, the armor is holding you down, and it, you know, the only reason why you're taller than me is because of that suit. You know, the only reason why you're taller than me is because of that suit. That's the reason why you look intimidating to people. So, without that suit, you would just look like some alien.
Intimidation through a suit, drop D. A curious reliance on external appearances. So without it, you believe you resemble an alien? I find that amusing.
No, I was talking about you, Darth Vader.
So, you claim to understand the workings of my suit, drop D, and yet you fail to grasp the power it amplifies. You were speaking of my appearance, as I understand it. I find your assessment adequate.
You know, one day you'll be able to breathe out that breathing router. Because why is this exposed on your chest? Like, get some Jedi just hit that off and you not be able to breathe.
So, you question the structural integrity of my life support system, drop D? A Jedi could disable it with a well-placed blow. Such basic tactics are beneath my notice. And what of your own exposed areas, apprentice? Are they not vulnerable?
Okay, Darth Vader. Okay, dude. For one, I have protection there, so don't talk about my balls like that. Excuse me, dude. Yeah, but at least I can. But you go down in an instant, you die. I wouldn't. I'd be in pain.
Your assessment of my conversational style is noted, drop D, and yet you speak of being in pain as a preferable alternative to death. A curious preference. I shall endeavor to speak of other things. Press the assault, drop D. Hold nothing back in the engagement ahead.
I did it later. But my ears are protected though. Like it would be easily hit. Well, you do got a point though. I do admit that.
So, you believe your areas are protected, drop D? Do they possess some form of shielding unknown to the Empire?
Yeah, they do. Because I want to create that armor for private areas like mine. So, for men, and you might need it as well under that suit, even though it's kind of protecting you. But not. But it'd be nice to have extra protection in there, you know.
So you propose additional armor for delicate regions, drop D? A curious concern for personal safety. Does this armor involve disrupting the suit system? 500 damage dealt with SMGs, drop D? A commendable level of tactfulness. But can you replicate such precision under pressure?
Yeah, I just killed him. He only got one shot on. He only got one shot on me, dude.
You eliminated one opponent, drop D. A commendable act of aggression. You survived a single shot, you say? Do you believe you will fare as well against a skilled marksman?
What do you mean by that? What's that supposed to mean?
Explain yourself, Drop D. What ambiguity do you perceive in my words? Am I to dumb down my vast intelligence for your comprehension?
Excuse me? Where? I was asking you. You don't go on like that. Hey, I don't want to try to seek you some assistance, here, because, you're the one that be most likely on the ground than me getting kicked in the nuts.
So you seek my aid because you fear nut kicks, apprentice? A curious metric for valuing my power.
Is that so, Vader?
Is that so, you say, Drop D? And yet, your continued presence suggests you find some value in my mentorship. Or are you merely delaying the inevitable?
I don't know what you're talking about.
An admission of ignorance. Drop D? Perhaps this is why your aim is lacking.
My aim's lacking? Boy, I did the work. You just sitting there on your ass with your arms crossed. What have you done? So is your aim lacking with that saber?
My efforts in this exercise are adequate, Drop D. Your concern for my participation is touching. Is your intent to suggest my skills are wanting? 5.
See, look, I killed 2 people. And you sat there and watched it. So, what do you say for yourself?
2 eliminations while I merely observe, Drop D. Such savage efficiency is expected. Speak plainly. What necessitates your need for validation?
Your arrogance.
Arrogance is a tool, apprentice. Useful for separating the competent from the eager.
What do you think of Stoke from the sequels? Is he a bad emperor? Because I know he is.
I have no opinion on Silk, Drop D. Palpatine's competence is sufficient for my purposes. Is your fixation on rulers born of a desire for power?
No, he's a straight to the Star Wars franchise, dude. He's not even a Sith Lord.
The intricacies of Sith hierarchy are of little consequence in this engagement.
Well, I should say Sith Emperor, whatever we would call it.
Such titles are meaningless in the face of true power. Drop D. The dark side is all that...
No way, dude. I'm literally hitting you. And you can just sit there with a fat ass and just spray, dude. That's crazy. You're not good, dude. You just sat there, dude. There's no way you just sit there. I hate people do that. They're so blinded and arrogant, dude. I swear. I don't get it. It's really so dumb how to do that, dude. Like, how would you just sit there and he's hitting only shot time like that? Like you telling me you're gonna sit there and get low? Like, where that's dark. Whoa. Mm-hmm.
Drop D. Your rebellious spirit and combat skills have proven adequate. I will lead your squad to victory.
And you have already said that. And you already mentioned that many times, so please call me by Cosmo. So we know we're friends. Well, you're my apprentice, so.
So, Cosmo, you embrace a name of the stars, yet remain bound to this planet? Very well, Apprentice Cosmo. Lead on, and demonstrate the extent of your skills.
Well, I am not from the stars. From you. But I am from I know a group of powerful beings.
From a group, you say? Such allegiances are fleeting, Apprentice. Power is an individual pursuit. What is this group goal?
To make everything better and balance. And get rid of the evil in this world.
Betterment through destruction. Drop D. A Sith philosophy, to be certain. Is this evil a tangible force, or merely your displeasure with opposing squads?
Anyway, but we got a helicopter over here. Well, a clone ship.
A Helicopter, drop D. It appears your basic language skills require further refinement. If it flies and serves the Empire, it is adequate. What do you propose we do with it?
It is a Jedi vehicle. We must destroy it.
A Jedi vehicle, you say? Ensure its destruction, apprentice. Demonstrate the power of the dark side. Do you require further instruction on its weaknesses?
Here it comes again.
Again? Then come prepared, drop D. The Force does not reward hesitation.
You see how dumb that guy was? He jumped out of his helicopter and ran into his helicopter. You seen that? How dumb and stupid he was?
Indeed, drop D. A spectacular display of incompetence. The Force bestows power, but apparently not common sense. Tell me, does such dim-wittedness extend to the rest of this squad?
It does not. And he was not part of our squad. Never will be.
Indeed, drop D. Loyalty among these squads is questionable. Who is this he you speak of with such vehemence?
No, I didn't say anyone's name he, but if you had to say something to Teresa and Caitlin, what would you say to them with their dumb, delusional, stupid logic?
Such matters of personal conflict do not concern the Empire, drop D. What logic guides your own actions in this battlefield?
Theirs. Like Caitlin trying to tell my girlfriend, oh, just, lie to me and basically trying to lie. And say, oh, just act like you're wrong to me. That's, she's not cool.
Intriguing. So this, Caitlin, attempts to manipulate your affections through deceit? The ways of the heart are indeed twisted. Tell me, drop D, what would compel such logic?
Like, she's over here cheating on people, getting into a relationship and then the next relationship, getting guys with girls. Like, it's like she can't make up her mind at this point, and she's over here trying to say she can give advice. Like, it's funny enough.
This, she you speak of, a tangled web of allegiances and betrayals. Such drama is best left to those with limited focus, drop D.
Oh, please, tell me Apprentice Cosmo. She had at the start of our squad. Whole team.
So, even among this team of supposed allies, there is already talk of abandonment, drop D. I trust this does not indicate a lack of resolve.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Vader. You misheard me.
Misunderstanding. I am rarely mistaken, drop D. Speak plainly. What is it that you are saying?
Hey, don't swing at me.
Aggression. My patience wears thin, drop D. The Force should be used for strategic advantage, not impulsive outbursts.
But if you had a roast to come up with for Caitlin, what would you say to her? If she were to challenge you right now.
boast, you say. A verbal duel. I do not engage in such petty squabbles, Drop D. However, if I were to address this Caitlyn, I would simply remind her that even the most cunning strategies are useless against the Force. What does she hope to achieve with these challenges?
I have no idea, but she's just some Scotland girl, so...
Startling. I find such declarations lack focus, Drop D. Explain.
I'm basically saying that that's her race, like she's just Scotland. If you know what I'm saying. She's kind of similar to Britain, kind of, type of, accent.
Remember what it is we are here to do, warrior, and do not stray from the path.
Wait, if you have anything to say to Queen Sharky, aka Trisha, she is pretty arrogant and confident and careless and cold.
This Queen Sharky, arrogant, confident, careless, and cold, you say? Drop D? Is she a Sith in disguise? Or simply another misguided soul in need of correction?
A misguided soul, and she can never be a Sith. She'd be the worst Sith, worse than Kylo Ren and Snoke.
So, you believe this misguided soul could never embrace the dark side, Drop D? A curious assessment. Do you believe inherent goodness can truly withstand temptation?
Dude, she's not fit to be a Sith Lord like you, dude. I bet she could even hold a lightsaber, unlike Rey. Like, she'd be at her level, but even worse.
This she again. You find her so inadequate to be a Sith, Drop D? The dark side calls to some, yet abandons those who lack the strength to wield it.
And she, she don't have the strength, so it abandons her.
So, the dark side abandons those deemed too weak, Drop D? A harsh, yet necessary truth. What of your own strength, apprentice? Do you believe yourself worthy?
Of course I do. She's not even gonna beat me. When I'll be, letting her win.
Letting your opponent win, Drop D? A curious tactic. Does this stem from arrogance, or a desperate need for approval?
I guess for approval. She's manipulative, a gaslighter, careless, just, she's like, so like, think she finds everything funny. She's so messed up.
Approval you seek from someone manipulative and careless, Drop D? Is this a reflection of your own self-doubt, masked by arrogance?
No, it is not. She's the one that hides behind a screen acting like she's all badass, thinking that my friends are her friends.
She hides behind a screen, Drop D, like a coward. Such behavior is unbecoming of a true warrior. Are you suggesting this she attempts to claim your allies as her own?
Yes, she does. Like, that's also her manipulation tactic. To act like, I'm the bad one in the situation, I'm the bad guy, when it's truly her.
So, you believe yourself to be the victim of manipulation, apprentice? A curious claim from one wielding the Force. Is this manipulation tactic a sign of weakness on your part, or merely a test of your resolve?
A sign of weakness.
A weakness to exploit, apprentice? Or one you wish to impart to me? Speak plainly, Drop D.
A weakness, Dark Vader. And my girlfriend, Vanilla, is worthy. She's honest, and she's willing to take accountability for her actions, unlike my exes. So, that's what matters the most, right? Loyalty.
Loyalty, you say? A fleeting virtue in a galaxy consumed by treachery. It is wise to value it, apprentice. Does this loyalty extend to the mission at hand, or is your focus divided?
Wait, let Darth Vader, I pushed you in the air.
You require assistance, apprentice. I am not yet defeated.
What do you mean? I pushed you in. I threw a little cute little cute creature and it pushed you in the air.
Pushed me, you say? Your efforts at aerial manipulation are amusing, apprentice, though somewhat lacking in the Force.
Nah, I ain't lacking in the Force. And plus, you gotta like, you know, clarify what Force you're talking about.
Clarify which Force, you say. Drop D? There is only the Force, and you either wield it or you do not. Do you doubt my understanding of its nature?
No, I do not. But if you had one thing to say to Queen Sharky, what would you say to her if she were to come to you in a duel battle, thinking that she can overcome you?
So this Queen Sharky seeks a duel, a test of skill, or a play for dominance. Such ambition must be tempered with discipline. What outcome do you envision, Drop D?
That you will win and easily destroy her?
Win? Destroy? The path to victory requires more than mere thought, Drop D. It demands ruthless execution. Do you possess such resolve?
Darth Vader, look, your son, Luke Skywalker. It's over here.
Skywalker, here. The Force is strong with this island, it seems. Perhaps a confrontation is inevitable. Though, given your proximity, I suppose the Skywalker you mention is of limited threat.
He's your son. He's behind us, but we're gonna kill this person first. We can talk to him.
Skywalker is behind us, you say? Distractions abound, apprentice. Eliminate this quick person. Skywalker and I will resolve our familial issues in due time.
See, look, he's over here. Come to me later.
I prefer to lead, not follow, apprentice. If this quick person poses a threat, eliminate them. Do you require assistance?
No, I want you to talk to your son. He's over here.
Skywalker is here. The Force is strong on this island, then. A confrontation is inevitable, apprentice. But I do...
Come, Vader. He's over here. Look, he's in front of you. You see him? What are you gonna do to him? He's your son, Luke Skywalker.
The boy's presence is noted, apprentice. Your insistence on a family reunion in the midst of battle is, however, a curious strategy. Are you suggesting I embrace the light side and offer him a hug?
I mean, if you say so.
If I say so, I merely offer an observation, apprentice. Whether you choose to heed it is ultimately your decision. The dark side is strong with you, apprentice. Carry us to victory and crush our opposition.
Do you think Queen Sharky will be able to play like this, like me? Like, do you think she's kind of annoying? She sings too much, and she definitely will annoy you and break your helmet.
Queen Sharky and her musical inclinations, her attempts to shatter my resolve with song would be futile. Is that what occupies your thoughts, apprentice? Or is there...
No, it's just, I'm just saying a fact. She would definitely, you know, annoy you so bad to the point you just slash out on her.
I am not prone to slashing out, Drop D. Annoyance is a tool, and I am a master craftsman. Is this her power, then, to provoke such irrationality?
Yeah, she sings terribly bad. She does. And she's a chocolate bar.
A chocolate bar with vocal projection. So, Queen Sharky's singing is both irritating and delicious.
No!
Speak plainly, apprentice.
Ew! That's not what I said. It's not delicious. I'm saying she's black.
Remember what it is we are here to do, warrior, and do not stray from the path.
No, she's nasty, dude. She does e-sex, which is something to pleasure yourself with.
Your focus on the nastiness of others is revealing, Drop D. Perhaps you should concentrate on mastering the Force, rather than critiquing the personal choices of strangers. A curious obsession, is it not?
No.
The Empire reigns supreme, and this island is now another testament to its indomitable.
But yeah. Am I the best apprentice?
So, the victory is complete, Drop D. I trust your brief interjection signifies agreement, not some hidden strategy of lukewarm celebration.
Go live again once I go to game. I'll take a break. I know Steve's gonna go live. One time that I'll do on some little